How you doing, Ian? Welcome back to MMA Junkie Radio.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on.
Are you still in Florida, or have you already made your way to Vegas?
No, man, I'm still in Florida. I leave for Vegas on the 20th next Tuesday, and just get my last bit of training in, get my weight down, and get my things together, and get ready to head out.
A few years ago, I saw you training at Extreme Couture, and then for a while in Colorado. But it looks like Florida is now permanent home. I saw you purchased a new home as well.
Yeah, ever since before the Corona, I was planning on moving to Thailand. I trained out there for a few months and just fell in love with the culture and the training out there, and obviously the cost of living. I could really live like a professional athlete out there, and it was amazing. But unfortunately, when the Corona hit, they shut the borders down. Things changed, man. So I was looking for a home. I love Vegas, but the hurricane needs water, man. I love being by the beach, the ocean, the amazing culture down here at Sanford MMA, and the coaching and the teammates that I have down here. Just it's been amazing.
Did Hurricane Ian get a chance to meet Hurricane Elsa a few weeks ago?
I think I scared her off, man. No, we didn't catch much of that. I still, yeah, it was just a little bit of rain. It was nothing crazy. I think it hit the other side of Florida.
Yeah. And I guess just because I'm curious, you said you really love being around the water. Is that a spiritual thing, or is that just the way you grew up?
No, it's always drawn me, the ocean, and I would say it kind of, I feel grounded. I feel close to God by the ocean, and I'm able to go fishing all the time, and I love fishing, man. And so in between training, I'm out there fishing.
Now, do you go to like lakes and streams, or do you go into the ocean?
No, on the ocean, deep sea.
Oh, wow. Take any of your MMA buddies, or is this like another crew you hang out with?
No, I take some of my MMA buddies for sure. Angla, the ONE FC, former middleweight champ, he comes fishing with me.
Nice.
Kyle Noble, he's fighting in Titan coming up, and a few of the guys come out fishing with me. Or I just go solo, man. I love fishing.
Yeah, and you have your own boat?
No, I don't. I go out on a little reef boat around here, take us out reef fishing. I got a friend who sometimes takes me out deep sea fishing. My buddy Kyle, who's on my team, leaves his bass boat here. We go down the canals and go fishing. So, man, we got a good setup down here. Someday, though, get this bonus and I'll be buying a boat.
I was just about to say that. If you could rack up a bonus in 10 days, would a boat be something that you take a strong look at?
Yeah, absolutely. You said that right. A real strong look at, and just kind of see if it's something that I need right now. Obviously, I'd love it, but we got to plan accordingly. And is it still 75G bonuses? Does anyone know?
50.
Back to 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fighters seem to be able to talk Dana White into it when they have the fighter meeting, after the weigh-ins, the ceremonial weigh-ins. They've been able to do it. I think Chloe Ferguson got to him at, I think it was one of the shows in Houston, kind of like, hey, we're back. You pulled up quick. Come on, let's get things going. And then this weekend, because it was just a massive pay-per-view. So, I think it's worth a try to just give it a shot. Hey, if you can't do 75, how about 60? And if a few fighters speak after you do, man, sometimes you'll just pull the trigger. So go for it.
Yeah, definitely. That's something probably I'm gonna do. I'll let you know.
Ian, you got a name for the boat yet? If you were to get it, you got to name it, right?
Yeah, you do have to name it, but I feel like it's something you got to see it and you got to just feel that. It's just got to come to you. And if you don't know what kind of boat you're gonna get, you don't really know what the name is yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, so let's talk a little bit about your opponent here. If you were to look up and down his record and look up and down your record, he's successful and he's had some wins, but I'm not so sure that we can compare the caliber of opponents that you've had to the caliber that he's had. How do you assess your opponent and his strengths?
You know, I feel like I overassessed Kelvin Gastelum in my last fight. You know, really looking. Obviously, I was a fan first off, and then watching him fight, you know, Israel and almost take him out, and you know, put it on him like he did. I feel like I looked into that too much and was so focused on the striking and kind of left myself open for the wrestling. And so, to be honest with you, man, I really don't even know how to say his name. I know he fought Phil Hawes. It's the only fight I've watched. He's my teammate. He's given me some pointers, but honestly, I haven't looked at his record. My coaches have trained me on some things that he does. But honestly, this whole camp has just been about, hey, man, be the best version of you. There's so many bodies at Sanford. If I can adjust to any fighter, because a good fighter is going to come out different every fight. So you can't really train for the old him. So you just want to be that fighter that can make those adjustments in the fight, no matter how that fighter comes out. If he wants to wrestle all of a sudden, or now he's wanting to strike, now he's wanting to hop around like some karate kid, you know, you can make these adjustments. So I've just been training with so many diverse people, like Raymond Daniels when he's coming in, you know, Anthony Rumble Johnson, Gregory, who's just newly in the UFC, and mostly tall guys, you know, so I'm getting that type of look. But Jason Jackson with Bellator, just these guys have been able to push me and make me the best version of me. And I believe if I go in there and just fight him and not fight me and him, because that's kind of what I was doing before. I felt like I was, you know, not just fighting my opponent, I was fighting myself as well. I just want to fight my opponent this fight. I want to be the best me. I want to have an active year, but I got a big challenge in front of me, and I look to destroy this man on the 24th.
Ian, do you watch a lot of television?
Not really.
Do you know a show called Sons of Anarchy?
Yes, I do. My wife
Right.
loves that show.
So on that show, they have their core group, and then they have these guys that are called nomads that still pertain to the group, to the club, but they go to different places and they're allowed to do that. For a while, you would go to different gyms, and I would always think of you as like that nomad guy, right?
Yeah.
But then I started thinking about it. I only thought about this morning. The gym that you're at now, some of these gyms are so big and so massive. I think one of the benefits of being a nomad is you get these different looks, right? They keep you sharp. But your gym is so big and has so many people coming in and out that I almost feel like you might get that same feeling at a big gym as well, because there's so many new bodies coming in and leaving. Is that true? Do you feel that way? Do you miss seeing different bodies?
No, man. You know, with this gym, I mean, it's unreal, man. I like last time I did an interview, the guy asked me, "Hey, man, who you been training with?" And I literally had to go through my pictures because it's like there's so many names from like Rory McDonald, Nate the Great Markhor. I try to train with everyone at the gym, and when it's closer to fight time, I know who's gonna push me. Like Phil Hawes, I even been training with Brendan Allen a lot, who a guy I was supposed to fight, and you know, we were throwing down hard when we first, and now we've kind of earned that respect, and we're cool now. We're fighting on the same card, but there's just so many bodies in that gym, and so many people that come in, and it's not. I wouldn't say it's a revolving door gym, like kind of like Tiger, where you know, camps come in different time. They try to keep it a little bit more close niche, like a family. It's the culture there. But for example, when Gilbert Burns is getting ready to fight Wonderboy, he brings in Raymond Daniels. Now I took advantage of that, man, because my guy kind of hops around a little bit karate style. So I said, "Hey Raymond, you know, like, what do you do when a guy does this?" And just the knowledge of the game that guy has, like, I Tyrone Spong. I love to just try to get these guys and have a 5-10 minute conversation just about the mentality, the mind game of this whole sport, because I truly believe that's the one thing I'm missing. And Tyrone Spong told me so perfectly: talent, hard work, and just athleticism can get you so far, but the top 10 guys, they use another weapon that most guys don't use, and they use their mind. And that really resonated with me, because yeah, you can train your cross 1-2 1-2 and just have such good muscle memory, but it's about making those decisions on the fly and setting someone up for something big, and putting someone in a trap where they're going to get caught, where it really is your mentality, how you go in, and being calm, being smart but being vicious and aggressive. It's such a parallel weird thing that you really have. It takes a lifetime to master. So I look towards these veterans, like a guy like Tyrone Spong, who's got over 100 fights, and just soak in that knowledge like a sponge. And Rory McDonald has really helped me out a lot, just with mentality and just technique. And so, man, I'm just taking it in. I'm not haven't even utilized everything at Sanford MMA, and I've been here 6 months, and it's just every day is more. And that's why I bought a house here. I'll be here for a little while for sure, probably the rest of my career.
How long did it take you to feel like you were a part of the team?
Man, it was pretty crazy. It was like I came down here for 1 month just to try it out, and almost immediately, man, it wasn't like the teammates really just took me in, and the coaches examined me for like a month, like without even really talking, like teaching me anything. And then when they really, I liked how they did it, because most coaches will give you bits and pieces right away, try to sell you in the beginning. But these guys really examined me and really truly figured out what I needed, and the coaching's been phenomenal, and the culture's insane. I mean, like everyone, I feel like other gyms haven't reached the highest levels, some other gyms. So everyone's trying to step on you to get a little bit higher. They want you to do good, but not better than them. But at Sanford MMA, I feel like the highest level has been reached in every single promotion. So everyone is just trying to elevate you to get to that level. Everyone is giving you positive, sometimes it's more just like the shit talking. But here it's more like, hey, I'm just trying to motivate you, man. I want to see you go far. And I truly believe people want to see me do good.
One last question. You said you get to train with almost everybody, but 2 weight classes below a good friend of ours, Michael Chandler. Have you ever been able to pick his brain or move around with him, or do they try and keep some of the heavier weight classes, with those guys, and the lighter weight classes with those guys?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I trained with him per se. I trained next to him, and I've definitely picked his brain and just watched him. Like, you watch how these champions move. You watch their mentality they bring every day. It's like, man, it's hard to bring that mentality every single day to the gym, but they do it, man. And I just watch how they switch modes every day, and just knowing that's something I have to do. Like a smaller guy that I've trained with actually quite a bit, and he used to be my coach at Tiger, is Rafael. He's fighting Bobby Green coming up. They couldn't get the guy a fight to save his life. He's so technical, and just he has fun when he's doing it. And but yeah, there's so many different champions at all weight classes, and I just examine them. If either I'm training with them, or I'm picking their brain, or I'm just watching how they move and how they operate on a daily basis, because they're competing at the highest level and winning. So those are the guys I need to watch.
Yeah, Rafael Fiziev. That's the guy that's mixing in with Bobby coming up. All right, good stuff, man. Sounds like you got a lot of killers over there.
Yes.
And it sounds like you've settled in nicely. So it's great to catch up with you. Good luck with the rest of camp. Probably just a few hard practices, then you got that weight cut, and then it's time to shine on July 24th against Nassourdine Imavov. Good luck, and we'll see you in Vegas in a couple weeks.
Thank you, guys. See you there.